Hmm. Hello, everybody. It's Alex Shevchenko here. And as always, at this time on the Aurora YouTube channel, you're able to see the Friday Alpha League session. This is the stream that we're doing every week and during which we're sharing some news with the community, doing the overview of what is happening in the Aurora ecosystem. As always, once again, reminding everybody that this is a live stream, so you are able to ask your questions down there in the comment section, and I will try to answer all of them, actually in the chat section, right? Um, and without further ado, let's go into the news. So this week, on the 18th of March, on the Aurora main Twitter account, you've seen the Ask When Big listed, and before this was also a question, which exchange do you prefer and stuff like that. That's an interesting and very exciting time. So, maybe this is going to, I don't know how this is happening. The interesting thing that I would like to, talk a little bit with you here, is the following problem. And I'm going to publish more information about it, so stay tuned. But yeah, here is the problem. If you will look at the exchanges and the networks that appear, there is this big problem, this big gap in between the exchanges that are pretty slow to list tokens, to list networks. They are especially slow. If you will go to Coinbase, you are going to see that, well, Coinbase allows to list a token, or is listing a token in case it is a layer 1 token, or it is an ERC20, or it is Solana's token. Crazy, right? So fungible token from BSC, from Polygon, uh, even from Arbitrum, not listed there. That's an interesting thing. And the reason for this is super simple, compliance procedures and additional security measures and stuff like that. This is complicated. This is complicated. And with solutions like L2s, and especially with Aurora Cloud, it's a virtual blockchain, you are able to launch your network in not even days, in hours. And there is this growing gap in between the networks, the tokens that are on the networks, and the support of the exchanges of these networks. It seems to me that we actually have a solution to this, and who knows, maybe now all of the exchanges are going to connect to the Aurora network somehow, even without them doing anything. Let's see how things are going to go, and stay tuned for the further updates. Moving on, we would like to emphasize one interesting piece that was written by CoinDesk. This about the disruption that blockchain technology is introducing into the ordinary Web2 businesses, as used to say, or we can say that the real world businesses, or just other types of businesses. And we actually have our own point of view here. And this point of view is the following. Blockchain as a service services, the solutions like virtualized blockchain, you can see in Aurora Cloud. This is a cornerstone for transitioning the existing world of businesses and enterprises into a much better, more straightforward setup that is ready for the 21st century, the blockchainized setup. And this piece is important. Many people in, like Web3, they're thinking that Web2 to burn in ashes, and out of these ashes, the new Web3 world is going to rise. I'm actually in the other camp. I do believe that we're doing lots of innovations, and Web3 is a startup. And there are two options for us to proceed. The first one, we actually get distribution, and this is what we are lacking. We're smaller, Spotify or Netflix or Apple in distribution. That's a big problem, and the technology is technically complex. So don't have that easiness of the distribution, though. Though actually the main Aurora is actually make blockchain easily accessible and much more usable. Or another option is that Web2 businesses are going to adapt the technology, and they are actually would move fast enough in order to incorporate this technology. And I believe there is no need to bet on any of these cases, but for sure, Web2, all of the money that they have, they are going to adapt. They are going to adapt if they want to live. If they won't adapt, they are going to be outcompeted and disrupted. So blockchain is a solutions, virtual blockchains. This is something that is very important. The establishment of the new world in which we are all going to live very, very soon. And, this philosophical stuff, you can throw it away. But hopefully this gives you a little bit of clue how we think on this. But here's a fun fact that I would like to take a look. Aurora community has put 100 likes under this post. And if you will go to the original post of CoinDesk, it's only 62 likes. Aurora community is bigger than the CoinDesk community. That's all that I wanted to say to you here as a funny comment. Our good friends and partners at PipeFlare are releasing, or we are, kind of going to release a new that is called Rhyolith Aura, and this is a skin that is connected with the Aurora blockchain, with Aurora colors and stuff like that. So this will happen very, very soon. So check out PipeFlare and follow their news. You're going to see some news, some incentives, some new rewards, some new mechanics that are going to happen very, very soon. This week, we have been posting a new article about gaming and different pieces of new kind of interactions and new motivations for gamers that blockchain is bringing. This is a very nice article that is another one in our set of articles, how blockchain is changing the world of traditional businesses. For everybody who do work in the gaming business or are thinking about how blockchain is able to be applied to the blockchain, how blockchain to the gaming vertical, I encourage everyone to take a look at this. All are generic. There are quite a lot of information there. There are a lot of research doing, and I just encourage everyone to take a look. They are not connected there with Aurora's products. It's just an interesting read for everybody who is curious about the way how the technology. Near Pro, as of today's early morning, has for 6 shards. We congratulate Near Protocol with this tremendous achievement, and I would like to throw in a couple of comments here. First of all, last week you were able to see a resharding that was happening on the Near protocol. That was a transition from 4 to 5 shards. This type of an event was not occurring on the Near blockchain for approximately 2 years, or maybe even a little bit more than that. That it was connected with not enough demand for the Near block space. Near protocol was the biggest blockchain in terms of the block space and the amount of computations that could happen there. So there was no need to do this. However, with the current craze on the Telegram wallets and bots and additional social applications that are focusing real world users, and there are lots of these users, the space in the Near blockchain started to run low. And because of this, there was a need to add additional shards. And that's a nice thing that Near is able to do. By adding shards, you're adding computational and storage capacity into the Near blockchain, what means that it just scales. This is something that is not existent in the majority of the other blockchains. Any of the L2 solutions are non-scalable. Any of the majority of L1 solutions are not scalable. So there is a hard cap, hard limit. There is a wall that you're going to hit there. With Near, this wall is not existent. If there is more need for the computation or for the space for new users, you're going to get it. So 2 weeks ago, it was, or yeah, maybe a little bit more than a week ago, it was a resharding. It was, since it was not done in 2.5 years, it was not very smooth. It was requiring a little bit of work from the validator side. And since Aurora is one of the validators of Near, our engineers were, working hard to make sure that everything is working. And we actually achieved zero downtime on our validator. And by the way, if you're interested in the validators delegate to with zero downtime, you may check out Aurora. The information about the downtime is public. You can check it on near-staking.com. And but this time Near protocol team did absolutely great, tremendous job. This time overnight there was no engineer, at least in our team, who were awake and who were looking into the resharding. This time resharding was happening absolutely without anyone noticing. And I think that developers who are launching their applications on Near and subsequently Aurora too, they don't need to do anything. In case you want to scale, you are going to scale automatically. I would like to show you one interesting thing. I would like to show you the rankings on the trader, but actually not the rankings of the applications. But you know what? We also can take a look at applications too. Take a look. Kaichin, this is Near's application. Hot, this is applications. Pixels, no. Carve, no. Matrix, Jupiter, no. Motodex is working on Aurora and Near. Is working on Near. Just to show you the numbers here. But the actually interesting thing that I want to show you is the chain stats. And if you will take a look, here. What? Yeah, and take a look at the unique active wallets. Near blockchain is 6 times bigger in terms of the active users that are sending transactions than the next competitor to it. Near as a shard architecture is the way to go for the mass adoption, and that's the chain that is able to host lots of users, and they are able to execute their transactions absolutely flawlessly without any delays. Now with sharding, I was transacting Near today. Absolutely, with additional shards, there are delays. There are absolutely no problems here. So that's a super interesting stats, and I'm super glad to see that this approach Near and Aurora is moving forward and is actually getting traction, showing how you need to build blockchains. And last but not least, Diffus. Diffus, that's an interesting concept. This is a new project that we are working on. This is the only thing that I can tell to you right here, right now, is that this is going to be another Aurora cloud chain. This is going to be another blockchain with its own focus point, with its own value proposition. It is so great. This project is brought to us by the tremendous technologies that we've developed, which are virtual blockchains and the chain abstraction. The combination of these two technologies is something that allows for Diffus to exist. This is something that this is the project that I actually going, from my point of view, implementing something that is was absolutely not possible and not possible, and in the hands of the majority of this is still impossible, but yet it is something that is going to be launched pretty soon. So stay tuned for these updates. I'm extremely pumped. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you more until the official marketing campaign is going to kick in. This is absolutely something that brings me a lot of fear, and you know, moves the blockchain innovation further. So sorry for teasing the announcements about exchanges and Diffus. That's it. That's how things are working, and we are pretty close to the completion of these things. So there are interesting developments there. Let me check the questions in this. Anatoly is saying, hi, Alex. Nice to see you. Missed you. Yeah, thanks. I was away for a couple of weeks. There were some, stuff that needed to be done during East End and then the next week. So I'm super glad that I'm back too. Vincent is saying, hi. Said in previous video that here Hot Wallet used the Aurora smart contract. Would you tell where they are using the wallet? Just wonder and want to upgrade my knowledge. Yeah, Vincent, I can tell you. Actually, there is a thing that you are able to see also in Hot directly. Let me show you. If you're going to go to, let me open my Hot Wallet. By the way, I've got today the full upgrade of the. And I'm super happy that I don't need to go anymore in this wallet many times. So if you're going to go, yeah, can I? Okay, if you're going to go to the hot wallet, I'm not sure whether you see this. Okay, this is looking really bad. Sorry. So, but if to go to the to the settings and to click on the settings there, there's called change RPC. You would be able to see that there is a one RPC that is that available in Hot Wallet, and this is called near rpc.aurora.dev. This is the RPC that we provided to Hot Wallet. This is the RPC that was in use for a pretty long time by all of the near Hot Wallets, which means that all of the transactions were routed through the infrastructure that was developed by Aurora, and that is the core piece of the collaboration. We are working pretty close with Hot team on some specific activities that are focused on the Aurora itself, and just looking at the launch of these activities. I remind everybody that Hot is the project that is made by the Here wallet developers. So this is kind of an extension of their project or something. There are some other people also in the project. So that's it. And Here wallet actually supports both Near and Aurora, right? So in case you want to use in case you would like to have a wallet that supports both of the networks and you are often using both of them, then here is probably the wallet for you to go. There is a super simple and straightforward switch of distance. So that is how the Aurora's infrastructure is utilized for here wallet. Okay, Zavadil is saying near diffuse. Yeah, hot wallet is fire. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Thank you, friends, for joining us. Remember that we are for sure bigger than CoinDesk community. You can turn it into meme coin. And yeah, super glad to be back. And we're going to see each other in exactly 1 week from now on the next Friday Alpha League sessions. And until then, have a good one.